What's up guys, it's Professor Gnome here, and today we're going to be doing Miraidon EX, and we're going to be comboing that alongside Iron Hands EX, thanks to the Amp You Very Much attack, and having the ability to take an extra prize card, along with being able to hit things like Squawkabilly and Lumineon for weakness. This card is, in my opinion, kind of broken, and Miraidon's ability to power it up so quickly is super strong. We combo that alongside things like Zapdos from Pokemon Go to add an extra 10 damage, because the downside of Iron Hands is that it only hits for 120, so we kind of miss out on certain damage thresholds. But thanks to Zapdos, and also when we run Future Booster Energy Capsule, it removes the retreat cost from Iron Hands, which is a huge drawback, and it also adds another 20 damage, so in total we'll be hitting for 150, which is definitely more beneficial when we're able to take a couple lower single prizers and turn them into two prizers, and be able to hit past certain damage thresholds that we'd miss otherwise. Also in this deck, we're running 4 bosses orders because we want to be able to grab exactly what we're trying to KO and get those early prizes. And we're also running the same thing with Forest Sealstone, just to be able to grab ourselves either the boss that we need, a switch, whatever it is that we're looking for. We want to make sure that we have the ability to get right into that and get the cards we need to power ourselves up. We're also running Arven to be able to grab ourselves the item cards, but also the tool cards, such as Floatstone, or Sealstone, sorry, and our Energy Capsule. These things all together are super strong. And I personally think Miraidon is the best way to play if you're going to be running Iron Hands, because you can ramp this card up so quickly and have the ability to start just popping off on attacks as soon as possible. But I hope to be able to showcase that today for you guys. As always, let me know what you want to see is the next deck that we play, and anything else that you guys want to see, just definitely let me know, and I'll see you guys in the games. Thanks. Alright, we're into game 1. We are going first. Our opponent called the coin flip, but they called it wrong. Opening up Miraidon isn't too bad. I would have liked to see other cards in our hand that would be a little bit more useful, but it's not too bad. And we're up against Pal, and honestly, that's pretty good, all things considered. We can go ahead and tandem unit and start to grab ourselves some options. Beach Court. And I think when we tandem unit here, we're gonna grab these two for now. I think that's good. We'll keep a spot open. We can attach all these. Retreat. Find ourselves an extra card. Squawkabilly. That's great. We can attach that just so we don't end up losing it. We'll squawk here and see what else we're able to find. It'd be really nice to be able to find like a Manaphy or something like that, just so that way we can set that up in the future. But we can always search it out if we really need to. What we're also going to be looking for is our Flaaffy, because we want to be able to power up Iron Hands as fast as possible and use it to take 2 prizes off either the Greninja or the Baxcalibur, if they're able to set that up. And that'll kind of keep us in a good position with the prize trade. They have to fill up their bench as well, so if they choose to fill it up completely, we have the option of knocking out the Pal on our next attack. The Pokestop's not bad for us. Also, wouldn't be too bad to Iono here. We found the Flaaffy. We can attach return. I think we'll draw first. Alright, so we got the boss's orders. What we might want to do is actually boss's orders up the Frigibax to stop him from being able to evolve into that, and also gives us a little bit more time to get, not only slow him down, but also to power up our Iron Hands. Because now we have that online on the next turn, so we don't have to worry about it too much. So I think that's the play for now. We'll go up, grab that. We can knock this out, and he has no energy in play. So we don't have to worry about him being able to attach or really do too much. We now have the Zapdos too, so that's going to be helpful. The other thing that's also nice is that we can put ourselves in a situation that even if we knock out a one-prizer here, like if we take the Bidoof or the Greninja or whatever and set ourselves to 3 prize cards, we'll be able to just put a little bit of damage on this Chien-Pao and find another boss later, knock it out, and that'll be 3 prizes. So that's mainly what we're looking to do. But it'd be nice to be able to knock out the Frigibax again, because we want to delay it as much as possible because of the Greninja. There's another Ultra Ball. So let's see what we're able to find here. There's a research. There's everything we need for that. I think that's kind of what we're gonna do. Let's see if we can pull it naturally. There it is. So we don't have to use our star. And this is the benefit of running so many copies of Boss's Orders. We really don't have to worry too much about not being able to find or get into the cards that we need. So we can go ahead, Boss's Orders up this Frigibax again. And now, yep, they go ahead and concede. So that was a pretty easy one. The thing for them is, if they played down 2 Frigibax, that would have been better for them. But it also would have been not as advantageous, because it would have powered up my my Raikou. So I think he was just hoping that I wouldn't get into the bosses, but when we play like 3 or 4 of them, it's probably going to happen almost every turn that we have the ability to get into one, especially with the Seal Stone. So just kind of a miscalculation from them there, but that's a pretty easy game 1, so we'll see you in the next one. Alright, we're going first again. Our opponent actually won the coin flip, but is having us go first. So like always, we can, I think, safely assume that they're playing Roaring Moon or are playing the Yoga Loop deck. Those are typically the 2 that want to go second. But there's the Ralts, so that's certainly interesting. We can go ahead and grab ourselves the Riolu here. We'll tandem unit for a Mareep. And do we want the second Miraidon in play? I don't really think we need it. I think it's better, we'll go ahead and grab ourselves a Raichu, just so we have the backup attacker later, if it comes to be kind of important to have. We'll go Raikou. We'll attach the energy return to hand, or from hand. go ahead. Electric Generator. We don't find anything, but it's not too bad because we can always research on the next turn or something. And then, I don't know if you guys can hear that. I hope not. But the people, like the landscapers or whatever, outside of my apartment are choosing to mow right now directly out front of my window. So hopefully you can't hear it. If you can, that kind of sucks. I'll have to kind of plan around that in the future. There's an Iono. That's not too bad for us. We didn't really have anything super substantial. Again, like before, we have the boss's orders now, so we're able to get that going. We have the Ultra Ball to start getting, to get our Flaaffy out. And start to get Iron Hands worked on. We still have another Beach Court in case they do something to remove that, though I don't really think they would. And we also have our Forest, our Sealstone to find something. I don't think there's anything we need in particularly right now. So it should be fine. Just to kind of place and hold on to. We'll place it onto our Raichu though, just to keep it a little safer. Alright, there's the future capsule. We'll attach one for turn. There's the other boss's orders. Attach that. I think we'll get rid of the Super Rod and the Beach Court. Grab ourselves the Flaaffy just to get this into play. And then, honestly, I think what might be best, let's tandem unit here. Find ourselves another one of these, and then I think we want to boss his orders up to Greninja and take the knockout on this, just to stop them from being able to have as many options of discarding, because they need to get as many energies into the discard pile as possible. Right now we're safe from the Zacian, so it's not too bad for us. They'd have to, yeah, I think they need like another 2 energy in the discard, which, I mean, they can get to, but it's kind of the best play we have. Because this will probably be 1. Yep. They have the rare candy, so they just have to have the other Gardevoir. So I think that's it. But we can go into our... oh, that's kind of annoying. So they did a similar play as us. The Flaaffy didn't really matter for right now, but it would matter later. We'll go ahead and draw. We can attach the energy for turn onto our Iron Hands. We can go ahead and tandem unit out the other Mareep, or no, we can't, because we don't have one. That definitely sucks. How do we want to play this? I think what we want to do is we want to Star Alchemy. And probably what's going to be for the best is that we Iono here. Get ourselves a new hand to work with, because the one we have isn't super useful. cut his hand down by a couple cards. And just get some damage down. Because if we can find an Electric Generator on our next turn, even if we lose this, it's not too big of a deal. Because we can go into our Iron Hands, if we can get that powered up, and with just like a single Electric Generator, we can double turbo, place that on Electric Generator, get the last energy on, switch in, knock out the Zacian, because we only need 60 damage to do so. And from there we'll be in an okay position, because we'll take 3 prize cards that way, and then all we'll need to do is knock out the Gardevoir EX when he puts that into play, or knock out one other thing with the Iron Hands. And we should be up in prizes the whole time. It looks like he's not going to be able to get Gardevoir into play. I don't think that's enough energies, right? 60. There's boss's orders. So he's going to go down to 3. Oh, no he's not, because it's still not enough damage. Okay, cool. I thought I counted right, but I also could have been wrong. So we'll retreat, go into the Raikou. I want to leave the one slot open, but one of the things that I do want to do is, so we'll fleet-footed here to get a card out, but then what I actually want to do is I want to boss his orders up this Kirlia. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to prevent them from getting the Gardevoir EX out. And I don't really need the 2 prizes from knocking out the Zacian here. Won't make too much of a difference in comparison to if they're able to get out their Gardevoir EX. So I'd rather take the time to stop that, even if it means my Riolu or the Raikou will get knocked out, because then I can always switch in my Iron Hands EX, place the last energy, knock that out, take 3 prizes, then he won't have the ability to power up anything else, and I just knock out whatever the next thing is. So that's the play right now. Then really all we're doing is just looking for our last boss's orders. Because if he tries to like hide this away or retreat it, we can just pull it up to the front. The only thing that would stop that is if he does run the penny, but a lot of Gardevoir builds don't run that anymore, just because 99% of the time it's kind of worthless. And we can always attach 1 from hand and drop the research if we like really need to find something. Gonna Roar of Time. Place the energy down. So there's the Miraidon. We'll put that into play. And then let's fleet-foot it first. See what we find. Here's the Arven. I don't think that finds us anything more useful than what we already have. So I think we drop the research to try to guarantee ourselves the boss's orders on the next turn. We didn't find it. And didn't hit any energy to thin the deck out. So that definitely sucks a little bit, but it's not too bad. I think we just knock out the Mew. Take the 1 prize. Yeah, and that's fine. because he can use Curlia or Cresselia here, put energy down, knock out the Raichu V if he really wants to, or he can switch back into Zacian and, you know, knock out the Raikou V. But as long as we have Iron Hands in play, we're pretty fine. There's not much he can really do to stop us, and then we're really just looking for our really what we're looking for is the boss's orders. Weird choice on the Riolu, or not Riolu, I don't know why I keep calling it that. Weird choice going on to the Raikou there. I think at this point we don't have a choice. I think we tandem unit just to thin the deck out slightly, because we still have 2 more boss in the deck, so our chances of drawing it are slightly decent. Fleet-footed here. Electric Generator, not exactly what we're looking for, but we get another card out of the deck. We'll put it onto this. We can retreat this out because we just want to keep looking for cards. We can go ahead and fleet-foot it again, and there we go, we found it. So now we'll boss up the Zacian, switch in Iron Hands, and then we can attack for Amp You Very Much for 120, get the knockout. And it was a little bit of a roundabout turn, but, you know, sometimes that's how you have to play it. Make it as optimal as possible. Find it, and there's our 3 prizes. Taking the game, super easy. Iron Hands with Miraidon is super, super good. I think this deck is probably tier 1. Definitely let me know. Something that I was considering doing is like a build path from the Miraidon League Battle deck, and how to build it the most like cost efficient slash you know, just overall efficient way to build it into this deck. So definitely let me know if that's something you want to see. But I think we had 2 pretty good games today. Albeit the first one was kinda quick, kinda easy. But yeah, just definitely let me know what you guys think of the deck and how you would play it, or any changes that you would make. And make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.